robust urban garlic flavor.
Welcome home.
Oh, I have to get the Pokemon cards for my collection and sell them. Oh, did you know in mere and mint condition it's worth $4,000?
Losers. Grieverd. Isn't that the ghost dog, I think? Grieverd?
Hello everybody, Robust here. Yesterday was a good day. Why? Because DSP didn't hit a goal on either of his streams. $120 and about $40, so that is not enough for the king. But you know, old Mr. King Snake is gonna say, I expected this all along. Which we know you didn't, because why would you play the game? You're in it for the money, you're not in it to have a chill fun time. So here is Phil coping about it.
2026. Today was interesting because today we were playing 2 new games, and for some reason,
wow, 2 premiere flops in a day. Phil has got to not be happy about that after years of being day 1 hype man.
I do like playing new games. I like trying them out and seeing if they're any good. When these people get early copies, you just don't know if what they're saying is trustworthy or not, right?
Whereas with Phil, we don't know what he is saying is trustworthy because it's all based on how much money his fans give him.
Now, the other game is Subnautica 2, which is the sequel to a game that I played many years ago, and we did some streams of and seemed to enjoy for a while, until we finally kind of got bored of the formula of just kind of grinding for resources, and I never played it any further, and never went back to play the Sub-Zero expansion or any of that stuff, right?
Well, I guess the sequel was not a hit with the dents then. Maybe they figured out that Phil was actually boring.
Now, originally, I said I was going to skip it because you guys got bored of and didn't really like Subnautica 1 after a while. And I said, I don't see why the sequel would be any different. But about a week now, the game's been out, and people have been like, oh, he's not playing it. He's not playing it. Everyone else is. We wish he would try it. So, you know, listening to that, you know, request from my viewership, I said, all right, you know what? It's a Game Pass game.
Yeah, you see that. He's rubbing his hair to soothe himself because he's so upset that he only got $44 to play this game. And it's a Game Pass game, so it's not like he spent $70 on it, is in the hole. He's like, I could have played another game and gotten over $100.
Let's schedule a random night stream around it, and let's see what happens, okay? And how to identify the rarity of a card when you... Good support, I'd say we got almost like 30, 40 bucks of support on the morning show. Pretty good for a morning show, right?
Phil's typically expecting anywhere from $50 to $100 before he starts playing games.
But no one contributed to see a Pokemon card pack be opened, and to be honest, I didn't expect that today.
Why should you be surprised? You're overcharging for something they've seen now multiple times and are probably completely bored.
Previous, you know, streams had been Pokemon or the trading card game, etc., meaning people got excited because we were already opening free packs, and it kind of motivates people, oh, we want to see more, right? But
here we go. The complaining will start right now.
But today, we weren't playing Pokemon. We weren't doing a trading card game, and we weren't going to open packs, you know, just, you know, for the sake of doing it. So no one today at all contributed to see any Pokemon cards. That's okay. I want you to understand that. Like, I wasn't expecting that every day it was going to happen. I outright said yesterday, I bet it won't happen tomorrow because we're not doing anything related to them. And I was absolutely correct. Okay?
But Philip was not expecting support to be low, so he's a little confused.
So how did 007 First Light go? Well, all I'm going to say is this. At the end of the stream, I got 120 bucks of support, but that's with someone who at the last minute gave a $50 tip. So I was like, ooh, you know, that's interesting. It's a brand new game. I thought, you know, perhaps this would be a great premiere stream. It did get great attendance, actually, and some pretty good engagement, just not amazing support. Now, I'm not disappointed with that.
Oh, he is, because you know what happened? The trolls came in, but the whales did not fill the gold pot.
But I am hoping that if I continue on with this playthrough, because the main story is supposed to be at least 20 hours long, we're going to get a bigger crowd, and or a crowd that liked the game and will support it.
He doesn't care about the bigger crowd because the bigger crowd is just like 100 more people concurrently. He wants those big whale tips. He wants that support right now.
Maybe what happened today is, you know, people stayed away because they were going to play it themselves, or I don't know, maybe it was just an off day. It's weird for a brand new game like this when there seems to be interest and, hey, I want Phil's opinion on it. Is it good or not? That usually we would get good support, and it was just okay.
Yeah, Phil, it's not your audience's fault that Iron Densakai and Only Iced Coffee were busy during the stream or something.
Now, one other really annoying thing that happened. At the end of the stream, I got $120 of support, but that's with someone who at the last minute gave a $50 tip, and it has a theme song that was actually made by Lana Del Rey, the pop star. So when I uploaded part 1, YouTube blocked the video.
Phil, are you really surprised? I get copyright claims from your stupid AI music.
Now, guess what this game doesn't have? A streamer mode. So there's no way to turn off the song. So if you want to play the game and do a playthrough of it, you have to remove the song using YouTube's erase song tool, which means the entire intro sequence is silent.
I really wish DSP had a channel where the stupid music that he plays is not heard at all.
Wow, that's genius level, isn't it? I mean, that is incredibly stupid. You paid to have a song created to be a cinematic intro to your game, and now you're going to have that video, that song not claimed on YouTube, but blocked. So no one can stream the beginning of the game.
Maybe when they were making the game, they were thinking about people actually playing the game and not streaming it.
Morons. Really. So it frustrates me. If you watch part 1, you're going to notice when the intro plays, it's silent. Every once in a while, I do a little commentary on it, but there's no music. And of course, I'm sitting there listening to the music, and now you can't hear it. It sucks. And it sucks that now my playthrough's intro is ruined because of YouTube copy ID, right? This content ID nonsense.
That's a big problem for him because on every playthrough, for the most part, part 1 is where he gets the most views. Yeah, Phil, that's why you should do highlight clips. So he's thinking nobody's going to move on to any of the other parts because part 1 has intro music. Phil, there are very few people that watch your playthroughs in their entirety from start to finish.
I am hoping that we'll have a, a better time with more people who are interested in it and will support it, but I guess we'll see what happens, okay? The latest stream tonight, incredibly disappointing. Subnautica 2. You know, the game that I had played the original and said, I'm not sold this game's going to do well, that's why I don't want to play it. And then over the last week, a bunch of people were like, you really should play Subnautica 2. People are saying it's good. People are saying it's much better than the first. Guys, first off,
Phil is boring and terrible at everything, so he's going to ruin the game experience. Therefore, people won't pay him.
okay? Entire Kick audience disengaged, trolling all night. That sucks, okay?
Phil, stop making that excuse. They always troll regardless. You just pointed out because you're using it as a reason to explain why you didn't get any money, even though it's not really a determining factor because they always do it.
YouTube side, some people that were positive showed up, and there was a little bit of support, but a lot of trolls, a lot of LARPing, and quite frankly, not great attendance either. So exactly what I thought was true. Sadly, 2026's audience doesn't really care about Subnautica 2, even though the game apparently sold well and is doing well. It's a game for like a chill audience. It's kind of like a chill stream. People didn't show up for that. Like, no lie, I said, hey, everyone, let's talk. No one talking.
Which is hilarious because the 2025 audience love those chill game playthroughs, so Phil is just making things up by the seat of his pants.
So if you're not here to talk, all you're going to do is see me swim around, grind for resources, craft some stuff, expand the base, make tools, eat some food, survival. Which is fine, but it's not riveting. You know what I mean? It's just not. And by the way, for the record, Subnautica 2 is insanely similar to Subnautica 1. The thing that's mainly different is the graphics are better and the plot is different, but outside of those two elements, it feels like exactly the same game.
Attendance was low, a lot of trolling, very little support. I'm not even kidding you when I say I didn't make $50 tonight, okay? Now, I want you to understand it's okay.
One, it's not okay. He's very upset. The funny thing, I remember looking through the Dorziak leaks, and he told Phil, hey, doing the daily rap is a waste of time. And he's right. This is just content for trolls. The reason he does it is not actually to feed the trolls, but to try and manipulate his whales. He thinks that all his whales watch this and use it as a rallying cry to give Phil more money. Well, Phil sounded the alarm. Time to pay him.
Why? Because I just had a couple of incredible days, right? The days when people were coming by and paying for Pokemon rips and everything. I made a ton of money. So I'm not disappointed
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Phil. It isn't about the strength of your streams. This is about the pity of Darziak leaking those messages. And you don't deserve the pity. The messages show that you're a complete jerk. So yeah, they spent all their money and now they can't pay you. You gotta wait for the next paycheck, Phil. Well, you don't get, it's easier to get 10 $5 contributions from somebody than 150. Like, why would somebody send just one message for $50 when they can send 10 for 5 each?
I'm disheartened because I already knew better. Like, I knew Subnautica 2 wasn't going to work. I told you it wasn't going to work, and that's why I didn't want to play it. People kept asking for it, so I said, all right.
Then if you thought it was going to happen, you should have made a goal for the game to discourage people from asking about it. Because if you did that, then most likely it wouldn't have hit the goal. Or if it did, you would have had your butt covered for that one stream where it didn't hit the goal. Problem solved. But he's like, oh, I can't have goals. I'm not an e-beggar. It's not the goals that make you an e-beggar. It's how you approach them and how you reward your fans and how you constantly bring it up and make it a huge deal and whine and complain when you don't hit those goals.
You have goals. Don't you know you have goals? What's the risk? It's a Game Pass game. I'll give you what you want. Well, you didn't want it.
Oh, they probably did want to see you play it at least once. They just didn't want to pay you for it. I don't get why you don't understand that those two things do not necessarily mean the same thing.
So, I'm done with Subnautica 2, to be honest with you. It didn't work. People didn't like it. I'm not going to keep playing it and force people to watch something or avoid something they don't like. So it's over. All right? I tried it. It didn't work. I mean, the proof is right there in the pudding. You can watch the videos and you'll see I tried.
Yeah, he always says that he tries. Well, the reality is, most of the time, he just sits there staring at the screen, being boring, not understanding that he's boring, and then begging for money and not getting it. His audience wants to see him flop around like a Muppet and behave like a child while playing Pokemon.
Not that I didn't like the game. It's that the audience didn't like it.
So you see Phil's rationale right here? It's not Phil's fault because he's not entertaining. It's his fans' fault for not supporting the game.
It is what it is in that regard, okay? We had a slow day. What can you do?
Upload a video called The Daily Rap where you complain about not hitting goals. Oh, sorry, excuse me, not getting enough money.
Hopefully 007 will pick up on Friday, and I'm not doing Subnautica anymore. So hopefully things will improve from how today went.
Hint, hint, Dents. Phil needs more money. You can't stop supporting him just because he had a couple good days. He needs every day to be a good day. And it's your responsibility to make sure that happens regardless of the effort Phil puts in, which is non-existent.
If other people contribute for more, we'll do more than just one. So let's see how that goes tomorrow. Okay?
What kind of fool is going to pay $50 for a second pack opening when the first one is free and incredibly boring? It's not like he's going to do a better card pack opening because he got $50. It's Phil. He puts no effort in anything.
Cool. And hopefully we'll recover, have a better day than today where people just seem to be like, meh, all day long. Fair enough?
No, you're being completely unfair because we know a better day for you is not people being engaged. It's about people throwing money at you. Man, to really drive home the point, I'm in the mood for some unrecorded e-begging.
So anyways, everyone watching tonight,
You take the stream down and you cut out a lot of the begging.
I hope
then you put it back.
I really do hope you enjoy.
Come on. Wow, what a great.
I'm back for the second, well, I say second half, but really it's 2 more hours of 007 First Light. We'll probably get into the real gameplay now. Interesting intro. I liked it. Excuse me. Very nice. So, thank you for chilling, everybody. We're back. No more breaks. Just 2 straight hours of gameplay here on the channel. And thanks for being patient. Thanks to those who are chilling, engaging, and supporting with the stream. I appreciate you. And there was a $10 Canadian super chat from Johnny P90 saying, "Oh, why did you cheat on Demon Souls? The glitch seems impossible to gain the level that you did. Come clean and admit you didn't legitimately level up to level 97. Thanks for the money. Appreciate that. Let's actually see what that is. That is $7.24. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
All right. So, if you, again, enjoyed the content today, I would appreciate it if you could support the stream in some way. Anything appreciated. If you're on the YouTube side, super chat, super stickers, memberships on the Kick side, becoming a sub, gifting some subs, some kicks. Or you can tip me via PayPal. Anything would be greatly appreciated. If you are interested, which is completely unrelated to the content of the stream today, in seeing me do an unpacking of a pack of Pokemon cards, we've been doing this for 3 days. It's been very popular. For a $50 contribution, I will reserve some time at the end of the stream. And I will do an unpacking for a $50 contribution. All right? So, if anyone is interested. To be honest, I don't think we're going to have any of that today. We don't have any Pokemon in the rotation. We're not doing a trading card game today. So I don't think it's going to happen. But just throwing that out there as a possibility. Yes, I would do it at the very tail end of the stream here today after 2 more hours of 007. Again, if you're here for the premiere, if you're enjoying yourself, if you're happy that I'm covering this, then please support the stream. Only an hour left. We're at $63 to support. Yeah, that's a poorly supported stream. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. I mean, yes, it's a narrative-based game so far. It's going to get to action. You know, games do have a build. You can't just get to the action immediately in certain kinds of games. I think that they're doing a good job here of kind of exploring the plot and building to it and everything.
Uh-oh, Phil's being forced to entertain. That means he's not getting a lot of money.
But it'd be great to get some support today. Reminder, if I get a $50 contribution, yes, at the end of the stream, we will be opening a pack of Pokemon cards, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that anyone cares about Pokemon cards. You're here for Bond, right? But yeah, please, if you haven't yet, let's get some support for this stream, and then we're going to play for another hour. Let me get some stretching here.
I like how he's so desperate that he brings up the Pokebag. Like, it worked for nicknames, but not for $50 pack polls. Come on, guys, we gotta help Phil out. You know how much he hates Cat's cooking. If he doesn't get enough support on this stream, he can't order DoorDash.
How are you? Thank you. You become a member. I appreciate that. That is support for the stream. Let's go. Let's rally. Let's get some support for Bond, which everyone's been waiting to see if it was any good, right? Okay, let's continue. Am I opening Pokemon cards tonight? It's not in the schedule because we're not playing a Pokemon-related or card-related game tonight, but if someone specifically contributes $50 of any form and says, yes, please open a pack of Pokemon cards tonight, then we'll do it. Like I said, I was hoping that if it was going to happen, it would happen earlier so that we could do them early, but I guess not. So we'll see what happens by the end of the night. But to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that probably tomorrow, with Pokemon coming back into the mix, that's when people would come by for that kind of content. Yeah, tomorrow, I'm going to open a pack during the Pokemon stream regardless of any contributions. Because I said I'm going to open one during a Pokemon stream and during when I'm playing that trading card game. Loudest Podcast, thanks for another $2. I'm just going to continue to ignore your questions, which you already know the answers to. Because I'm not going to give you the attention you're seeking. But I will say thank you for the contribution. More Subnautica 2 coming. If you like this, please like the video, leave comments, let me know what I should be doing. Maybe give me some advice on what would be a good thing to start. And I'll see you in the next part. Okay, so folks, I have to use the bathroom, okay? And then I'll be back and play for another hour. Okay, now, we've been playing for an hour. We're at like $30 to support. Okay, now you guys for the week asked me to play this. I told you I didn't think that it was going to work. And I didn't think that we should play it. And you guys told me, oh, no, we want you to play it, so play it. So I said, okay, I will play it. So we're playing it. So if you like it and you wanted it, please support it. Or else we're not going to play it again. Just being honest, like, as you see, I am making progress and I am learning everything here. But, you know, I need you guys to support it. And, I was skeptical about it. So, you know, please support the stream. Again, if anyone does a $50 contribution tonight, we'll open a pack of Pokemon cards at the end of the stream. But outside of that, this is a chill kind of game with survival and hanging out. Let me know you want it. Please support the stream, okay? I'm just going to play this for like 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's jump back into Subnautica 2 for about another hour. Okay? So, 1 hour down. All right? How are we doing? Not great. Taking a look here. We're at $33 to support after an hour. No subs, only 100 kicks. We did get 2 memberships from Big Papa Phil. Stalking Tiger, thank you for that super chat. No tips whatsoever. So, yeah, there's nothing to shout out. Nothing. The game is not doing very well support-wise at all. Remember, originally I opted to skip it because I didn't think it was going to do well, honestly. And here we are playing it because you guys asked for it for the week, and it's not doing well. So if you were here specifically for this game, if you wanted it, I listened to you. Please support the stream tonight. We still have an hour left, but here's the thing. If you guys want to do any unpackings of Pokemon cards, I recommend that you do it sooner rather than later, and here's why. I need to know to have the time to do it at the end of the stream.
That is complete baloney. You have nothing planned. Oh, you have to leave your office an extra 30 minutes late. Well, tough luck, Phil. You got $50. You stay there for an extra 30 minutes and open stupid Pokemon packs. You don't dictate the terms. Your audience does. That's what happens when you're begging hand and mouth.
If you don't do it within the next, 20, 30 minutes, I'm not going to know that, and I can't stay extra late. All right? So, obviously, if that's going to happen, if you want that, let me know. Someone had said, well, what if I gift anonymous subs on Kick? How would you know that I want a card unpacking because I'm anonymous? If there's 10 subs on Kick anonymous from someone, right, I'll say, oh, okay, we'll just do it. Because I'm just going to assume that that's what it was for. The specific amount would be odd to get the exact 10 that you need, and then people didn't want a card unpacking, right? Earlier today, someone did a $50 tip, but specifically said this tip is for the support of 007 and didn't mention the cards, so that's why we didn't do it, okay? So, all right, we're going to continue. And we're going to keep going, and we're going to see how it goes. But I'm going to be honest, if we don't get actual support for the game tonight, then we're not going to play this again. Which is why I was skipping it to begin with, because people were already bored with it the first game. I heard this was very similar to the first game. Hence why I was skipping it, okay? All right.
Yeah, he's so sweaty and desperate for money that he's starting to rage quit this game, and he's shaking in his chair. Wow, this may be one of Phil's worst days ever. Not because of the money amount, but because he had 2 premiere streams and they both didn't hit a goal. Usually in the past, he had monster days when he was playing new games. But now it looks like his audience of dwindling supporters aren't really hyped about new games anymore. Wow, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Alright everybody, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time. This is Robust turning off the station.